I wanted to make some date paste, and I figured I would make some with you. So we're just going to pop about 10, 11 dates into a pan, and then we're going to cover them with water. Doesn't really matter how much, but I think I had about 2 cups of water. And you want to make sure that it gets nice and hot and bring it to a boil. It'll only take a couple minutes and it'll look something like this. Pierce it with a fork, make sure it's nice and soft, and that way it's ready to be blended. Once you take it out of the heated pot, I want you to strain it, because we may not need all that water. The amount of water will be dependent on how thick or thin you would like your date paste, or date cream, or sauce, whatever you want to call it. We're going to call it a date spread, how about that? I'm using my little NutriBullet, so I'm going to put my softened dates into the NutriBullet and then start adding some water. I'm not going to put it all in there, because again, I don't know how thick I want it or how thin I want it, and I'm just trying it this time. So I put some of the water in. Remember, since it boiled, some of the dates have absorbed some of the water, so that's why you don't see as much water in the pot. I also added a teaspoon of vanilla. I wanted a little bit of flavor. Dates are super, super sweet, so I wanted to add a little bit to that besides just the dates. So I'm going to close up my NutriBullet, pop it on there, and I think I only had this thing running just for a couple seconds, not even a full minute. But you're going to see how quickly it blends this down. If you try to do this without boiling the dates, it's going to about tear up your kitchen equipment. So boil the dates first so that it gets nice and soft, and within like 60 seconds it gets nice and smooth. So check this out. Right now, as I mentioned, I didn't put a lot of water in there, but it's still got nice and smooth, and it's more creamy than liquidy. So look at that. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful and delicious. Of course, you got to taste your food. Just make sure it has what you need in it. It's going to be very sweet, but I wanted to make sure that I had the vanilla correct. Did I need more vanilla? Did I want to put a little bit more water in? A lot of different ways you can go with it. You can add all kinds of add-ins at this point. I need a little something, so I put a couple pinches of salt in. Because as I said, it's very sweet, and you need to balance that. And I wanted it to be a little more thin, so the salt and the water, I'm going to close it up, and we're going to blend it one more time, and it's going to be perfect. Again, it's only going to be on there for a few minutes, but just blend that up with my little NutriBullet, and you're going to see this creaminess comes out absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. I've used this date paste in coffee when I wanted to stop using sugar, and I think I'm going to move in that direction a little bit, but we are going to put it on something. You can put it on crackers, you can put it on toast, you can put it on bagel. You can do just about anything depending on how thick or thin you make this date spread. And look at that. Some on the lid. Taste it one more time. It's going to be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yep, that's the one. You can even put some chocolate powder in here or cocoa powder or whatnot. Lots of things you can do with this date paste. When I am going to bake a little bit, I'm going to use this date paste as opposed to sugar in some of the things that I'm going to be making over the next couple of weeks. Okay, so make a batch of this, put a lid on there, pop it in the refrigerator. It'll be good for quite some time in the fridge, and that way anytime you need this in either a food or a liquid, you can use it. I had also made some flatbread, and I wanted to see what would taste good on this flatbread, either some peanut butter, hummus, or the date paste. So I made a little trial of it for myself. I was thinking about stuffing it with some things, but I was glad that I made the pita. But we're going to rip it off a little bit, and we're going to try it with this date paste on here. And let me tell you, when you give up sugar and you don't have, that in your system anymore, I was over the moon with this date paste, and certainly it tasted wonderful on the flatbread. Perfect.